What's up, guys? Welcome to another vlog. We're still in the balcony, but we got South Beach this time in the background. And today is going to be a very, very cool vlog. I'm going to share with you a big failure that I had in wholesaling, and hopefully you can learn from this, take something from it, and definitely don't make the same mistakes that I do. And I'm very humble about this, guys. I've made so many mistakes and had so many failures over the years of doing this and other businesses. It just is the reality behind actually becoming successful. It is what it is. So hopefully you can draw some important lessons from this horror story that I have for you. And so I'll take you all the way back to the end of 2015. I went on an appointment. At the time, my business partner, Hunter Hayden. This is a highly desirable neighborhood in St. Augustine Beach. It was on like a canal right next to the Intracoastal. It was one of the only houses in the neighborhood that had an actual like boat drop, right? A boat ramp in the backyard because it was on the canal. So there was only like 3 in the entire neighborhood, pretty big neighborhood. And you could not put any more in that neighborhood. So just that alone, guys, was a huge value add for this property. We were really excited about it. So we got it under contract, Hunter and I did. I believe it was like $180,000. So yeah, like right around $180,000. And we figured it was worth about $360,000, $370,000 fixed up. Needed a ton of work, needed like $80,000 in rehab. I think we were going to flip it, and then we decided to wholesale it. We locked up a buyer for $220,000. And then it started, right? So what had happened is the sellers were, let's just say, really pay attention to the type of people that you're dealing with. It was these 2 women that were a couple, and the one that actually bought the house, she paid cash for it. She come from a wealthy family, and her father had passed away, and now at this point she didn't have any more money, right? She was out of money. Everyone had kind of like been stealing from her, and she blew a bunch of money, and before you know it, now she has this house. It's all she had to show for the money that she did have, and she deeded half of that property to her girlfriend for whatever reason, right? And both of them were involved with this really shady guy that owned a pawn shop. Now that pawn shop is shut down. He got shut down for paying people to go out and steal stuff from like Walmart and other places, and he was selling it to his pawn shop. Super shady dude, right? Super shady dude. Well, so how they got in a real bind is they hired him as a GC, which general contractor. He didn't have a license, to fix up their house. Okay, so she spent the rest of her money, like $30,000-$40,000 on him trying to fix up this house while they were staying somewhere else. They weren't even living in the house. Guess what? He didn't do anything to the house. He barely did anything, and he tried to claim that they owe him an additional like $60,000, $70,000. Okay, so he wrote up this bogus mortgage, somehow got either a forged signature, got them to sign it when maybe they were a little incapacitated or something like that, and got it recorded. Okay, so now they had a $110,000 mortgage against this property from this guy that's a GC that's not really a GC. Okay, I mean, guys, I'm telling you, this story is crazy. Okay, crazy. Then on top of that, he also somehow convinced her girlfriend that now owned half of the property technically, because the actual owner deeded half of the property to her girlfriend. I guess she got in some kind of bind, needed to fly up to Michigan to see her family member that was sick, and needed to borrow like $2,000. So she went to the guy at the pawn shop, and what he made her do was sign something saying that the property was collateral, right, for that $2,000. Her half ownership in that property that fixed up is worth $360,000. So she signed it. Okay. Now we're dealing with, all of a sudden we're going through title work and everything else, and it's like, well, wait a minute, she doesn't fully own this property. There's this other guy that's on title with her, and it's like, what? So we knew nothing about this when we got it under contract, and then we had to go back over there, and then we got the whole story of everything that was going on. Absolute insanity, guys. So we felt really bad for him, right? Usually this is the kind of deal that we'd be like, it's better just to move on. When you run into something this crazy, just move on, guys. I'm telling you, it's going to be a lot more trouble, costly, way more than it's worth. So during this entire time, we felt really bad for her, so we went, got one of our good attorneys involved in the deal, right? And that was going to go after him with a lawsuit to try to get the mortgage removed, and then also try to get her other half of the property back from him and get him off title. Well, guess what? She was struggling. She didn't have any money. We felt really bad for her. We thought this thing was going to be going through soon, so we were fronting her money, right? Not crazy amounts of money, but it's crazy the way it ended up, because it ended up being about $30,000 that we ended up fronting her, right, on this deal over this. I mean, this was 2015, guys. We're still fighting this case today, okay? By the way, we did get the mortgage removed. That's gone. That's already gone, but he still is on title. So now we're trying to do like a push-pull to where either side can make an offer to buy the other one out, and then the other person makes a decision, hey, I'll buy you out, or you can buy me out for that number. So we're trying to make that happen now, and guess what? He's not cooperating, and he's an absolute dirtbag. So guess what? Now we're going to go back to court, and we're going to have to force a sale one way or the other, one side buying the other one out, or just a liquidation sale. And honestly, at this point, guys, it looks like we're going to get our money back, but that was what, 4 years now, okay? Almost 5 years we spent on this deal with all this money out. Granted, like, I think we're going to come out on top at the end of the day, and we really helped somebody, which means a lot, right? And we love that. Like, that's part of why we love this business. Is it isn't about all the money all the time. It's also, we have opportunities to help people like her that are in terrible situations. She also has a ton of health problems and everything else going on. I know a lot of people walked away. We didn't. I wish we would have, in hindsight, honestly. If I'd have known it would have been all like this, and we potentially could have lost all this money. I still think we're going to get it back. I'm being positive about it. But here we are, right around Halloween. This is a wholesaling houses horror story for you guys. It is not all the glitz and glamour. There is mistakes that can be made that can spiral out of control, and before you know it, you're fighting a deal for years, okay? This happened to us. Don't let it happen to you. I'm not saying don't be a problem solver, be solution oriented. That's what you want to do. That's how you're going to get more and more deals. But when it is a crazy deal and things just keep coming out of the woodwork, and it's stuff like this, then I would highly suggest that you're cautious, guys. Move on to another deal. There's so many out there. Don't get caught up in all the drama and making those mistakes that we made. All right, so I hope this helps you. If it did, drop me a like, make sure you subscribe, turn on notifications, guys. And look, REI Automator, guys, 30% off. That link is down below. We are not doing that deal forever. I love you guys. Comment, let me know what you want me to talk about next, what you need help with, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.